Which player most closely resembles Jokić in your opinion? A 7-foot center who can score from any spot and direct his whole team's offense like a point guard, Nikola Jokić is a one-of-a-kind unicorn. Although he is a rare specimen, many NBA greats may be linked to his style of play. Who does he resemble the most then? As a result of winning MVP for the 2020-21 NBA season, Nikola Jokić became one of the best players in NBA history. We may evaluate Jokic's MVP season in the context of earlier MVPs, despite the fact that he is challenging to directly compare players from different periods owing to the changes in the game and other conditions. Jokić, a 7-foot center, is renowned for his great passing skills, basketball IQ, and a variety of attacking abilities. His ability to create plays as a big man distinguishes him from many previous NBA MVPs who are frequently guards or forwards. Dominance in statistics. During his MVP campaign, Jokić had an exceptional statistical season. After Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1976, he became the first center to lead the league in assists per game, averaging 8.3 assists per game along with 26.4 points and 10.8 rebounds. His overall output and effectiveness were astounding. Team achievement. In the very contested Western Conference, Jokić guided the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs. Despite the club suffering from injuries to several important players, Jokic's leadership and steady play helped the Nuggets advance to the top 4 seeds. Despite the Nuggets being ousted in the second round, Jokić had a huge influence on their performance. Historical context. In recent NBA history, Jokic's MVP victory as a center was unusual. Guards and forwards who play on the perimeter have earned the bulk of MVP honors in recent years. Jokic's victory is a testament to his outstanding talent and capacity to have a big man influence on the game. It's vital to remember that every NBA MVP has contributed significantly to their teams and the league. Each MVP season is distinct and impacted by several elements like team performance, individual performance, competition, and others. Examining different facets of their professional histories, playing philosophies, and effects on the game is necessary when comparing Jokić to the past MVPs. Ultimately, as Jokic's career develops and other players join the league, the value and history of his MVP title will change. The logo, aka Jerry West, has recently linked LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers to Jokić. Last year, Nikola Jokić led the Denver Nuggets to their first NBA title with outstanding play. Jokić, who was denied a third consecutive MVP award by Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers, was in excellent form all season. The Serbian big man, who defeated the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals, was outstanding and duly awarded the Finals MVP. The logo, aka Jerry West, has recently likened LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers to Jokić. On The Rich Eisen Show, West praised Jokić as a player with the greatest pair of hands. West, who was obviously amazed by Jokic's ability, remarked, "He's truly outstanding. He's simply one of those guys that, when watched in action, will average 10 points, 15 to 20 rebounds, and 12 assists. However, you need to keep an eye on him when he's near the basket and on some of his shots." Although Nikola Jokić has amazed the league over the past several years with his individual achievements, West was more taken back by his chemistry with his teammates. West, a legendary member of the Lakers, claims that Jokić is a special kind of athlete, similar to 5-time NBA champion LeBron James, whose mind makes everyone better. Your colleagues are affected by these things. These players are rare, which is why they're so much sought for, said the 85-year-old. NBA players comparison has always been a popular topic throughout the offseason. Kobe Bryant was occasionally likened to Michael Jordan, while many analysts saw parallels between Magic Johnson and LeBron James. After a season that was almost unreal, Nikola Jokić is suddenly the main topic of conversation regarding the NBA's upcoming superstars. Legendary power player Charles Barkley likened Jokić to Tim Duncan, the San Antonio Spurs star who ruled the NBA stage for 19 years before Jerry West could express his adoration for Jokić. Barkley, a dominant player of his day and a man known for his open candor, was asked to comment on Jokic's superb footwork while speaking on SiriusXM NBA radio. An attacking powerhouse who wasn't recognized for his defense might be a better comparison. We'll only say one thing about it. Larry Bird made the basket when he had to, and in many ways, Nikola Jokic's ability to score when the Denver Nuggets need it will determine the team's future. And if he can achieve that, he may be a player who goes down in the Hall of Fame. Due to their lack of athleticism, Larry Legend and the Joker sometimes struggle on defense. However, neither was a defensive liability since they were both intelligent and competitive enough to jump passing lanes to get steals and trouble opposing offenses. Their games are comparable offensively. Although neither player has particularly impressive dunks, they both have a superb sense of the game. Their teams have always had an advantage on fast breaks because they can grab rebounds and initiate the transition on their own. Their hand-eye coordination definitely separates the two from their peers. They compensate for their lack of athleticism with total body control, superb game sense, and an outstanding court vision. They are two of the best players in the NBA at their respective positions. The primary distinction between the two was Bird's career-ending bodily irresponsibility. Bird constantly slammed to the court and dove for every ball, playing as if it were Game 7 of the NBA Finals. It cut his career short and put unneeded miles on his body. No one can test Jokic's effort, yet he prefers to stand up straight. After securing the top seed towards the conclusion of the 2023 season, he even skipped a few games to conserve energy for a strong playoff run. Tim Duncan was another athlete who knew when to let up and conserve his finest performance for the most crucial games. He therefore possesses the offensive management skills of Marc Gasol, the court awareness and coordination of Larry Bird, the post moves and understanding of when to rest of Duncan, the flair for the dramatic of Magic, and the rebounding passing combination of Chris Webber without the propensity to buckle under duress. So which athlete does he most resemble? You may contrast him with contemporary players like Chris Paul, who always has control over the game's pace and slows it down to suit his preferences, or LeBron James, whose basketball IQ gives him an automatic advantage over any opponent. Perhaps Luka, who flourishes despite being physically challenged, possesses the face-up skills of Kevin Garnett, Wilt's passing, Shaq's post dominance, and David Robinson's handling. That player, who is he? Arvydas Sabonis. Or more especially, the Arvydas Sabonis we never got to witness in the NBA is the correct response. All stories of Sabonis playing abroad gush about his capacity to accomplish what Jokić is doing right now. Namely, stand 7 feet 3 inches tall and dazzle his opponents with excellent passing. He amassed 16 Eurostar Player of the Year trophies, giving to the greatest male basketball player in Europe, while competing in the USSR, Spain, and 3 championships. There isn't much video of him playing at his best, but the numbers speak for themselves. In terms of his legacy, many who saw him perform abroad praise him in a similar way to how Dr. J was praised during his NBA days. He was selected by the Trail Blazers in the 1986 draft, but due to bad luck on draft day, he didn't make his NBA debut until 1995 at the ripe old age of 31. On the Trail Blazers teams with no stars that won many games in the late 1990s and early 2000s, he was one of the greatest players. One of the finest power players in basketball, Duncan is renowned for leading a low-key off-court lifestyle. He is 5-time NBA champion and a 2-time MVP. Which player do you think most resembles the Joker? Bird, Magic, Duncan, Sabonis, or someone else? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel.